Hey everyone, it's Allie and welcome to my channel and welcome to a little cozy Sunday evening in my life. I haven't done a vlog on this channel for a while and I need a cozy night in, so I figured I would just bring you guys along with me. So it's about 5:30 right now. I've had a pretty good Sunday so far. Went to church in the morning, went to breakfast with my parents and my little brother because my husband Ryan is actually out of town for this weekend. He's hanging out with some of his guy friends. They're holed up in a cabin playing Dungeons and Dragons. So yes, my husband is a nerd, but he's a cute nerd, so we love him. We are all nerds on this channel. I'm sure we're all nerds in some way. I'm definitely a book nerd. You're probably a book nerd too. But yeah, over the last couple of days, I've tried to kind of just take it easy in some parts, but then also try to get a little bit ahead because we are going into the 4th of July week, which always is a little bit crazy. And we do have friends coming to stay Thursday to Saturday. So I did spend a little bit of time today filming and editing. I'm really trying not to do work on the weekends, but it's a weird week, so it is what it is. But because it's gonna be a crazy one, I definitely want to chill tonight. I haven't moved very much today, so I think because I'm not really hungry right now, I think I'm gonna go on like a 45-minute to an hour walk around my neighborhood. Feeling like watching a good movie. I'm trying to watch more like really good classic movies. Like last night I actually watched Overboard with Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn because I had never seen it before and I absolutely loved it. So I would highly recommend checking that one out. It was very cute. Tonight maybe I'll watch like just a good 90s romance or something like that I've never seen, or maybe we'll take it back even farther and watch like Roman Holiday. I just started that on Amazon Prime, so we'll see what I'm in the mood for, but definitely want to watch a good movie. And then I also, of course, am gonna do some reading, probably take a bath and do some reading. I'm thinking actually that I'm gonna dive into I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy. This morning I wrapped up The Frugal Wizard's Handbook for Surviving Medieval England, which is Brandon Sanderson's newest book. It's the second one that he's released this year, his second secret project. And I'll be honest, it's probably my least favorite book that I've read by him so far. I've only read the original Mistborn trilogy, and then I did just recently read Tress of the Emerald Sea, which was his first secret project, and I personally liked that one much better than this. This was interesting. I like the concept. It's like time traveling, but it's set in the future from now, and they have figured out how to like enter different dimensions of the past. So like all these alternate realities, and you can pay to kind of own an alternate reality, go back to the past and basically be like the wizard, the hero, because you have all of this modern knowledge. So this guy is sent back in time to this like alternate medieval time, and that was a little bit confusing because it's like medieval but it's like alternate universe, so they use all these different words and it just was a little bit much, I felt like. But you're finding out more about the main character throughout the story because he loses his memory when he goes back in time, and they're going on this kind of grand adventure to fight the bad guy. And normally I really do love stories like that, and I will say that I did like this and I would recommend it, but I just didn't absolutely love it. And like I said, it is the least favorite book that I have read by Brandon Sanderson. But feeling something very different, and I am gonna dive into I'm Glad My Mom Died. Finally, that has been on my to-be read list for quite a while, but I think tonight's the night to really get into it. But blah, 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 let's go for a walk. Fit of the day, woo! Or fit of the evening, I should say. I am bringing these, what are these called? Aftershocks. I really like these because the sound is really good, but they don't go in your ears. They just go like right over your ears. So while you can hear the noise, the music very well, the podcast, whatever you're listening to, you can also hear the world around you, which is nice because I'm very paranoid. And if I'm going for a walk by myself, I like absolutely have to hear my surroundings, even though I live in a very populated area. You never know what can happen. So I would recommend these aftershocks. So that happened. So yeah, totally got caught. in the rain. I was about a mile away from my house. The sky was not looking good. I definitely should have checked the weather. And oh my gosh, it was just like fine though. And then I took like a step and then it was like downpour. And I wear contacts. And if you guys wear contacts, you know, if you get like a big drop of water on your eye with the contacts in, it feels like poison or something. So I was just like, la la, listen to the podcast, Fly on the Wall, David Spade and Dana Carvey would highly recommend if you like comedy, especially like those old school SNL guys. It just started absolutely downpouring and I was still almost a mile away from home. I was like almost perfectly at the halfway point in the loop that I walk. Dogs got the zoomies. And there really was no way to get home faster and I didn't want to run because, I don't know, is that a myth that you get more wet if you run? I don't know. I mean, I'm soaked, so it didn't matter, but I was afraid of like slipping, you know, whole thing. So I just did the mall power walk and I got home as quick as I could. But I mean, like literally 10 seconds into the downpour, I was already fully drenched, so it didn't really matter. And of course I washed my hair and straightened my hair today, so that's a bummer. But you know, c'est la vie, such is life. I feel like moments like that just make you realize, I don't know, just not to be too serious. That's a little bit too deep for just getting caught in the rain, but you know, not a big deal to get caught. It's kind of fun. I was kind of laughing. But yeah, it did make me walk a little faster than I would have. So right now it's only 6:20. I don't know. I think I'm ready for the movie. I don't think I'm quite in the mood to read right this second. All right, I am changed and all cozied up in bed and it's like 6:30, but that's fine. So I think I'm gonna pick a movie now and maybe I'll get a bath tonight, maybe I won't. I don't know, we'll see what the mood is. I feel like baths always sound like a really good idea, but in the summer, sometimes I get in them and then I'm like, I'm sweating, this is not enjoyable at all. But yesterday I actually went through like all the movies on Prime and I starred a bunch that I was interested in watching, so we'll see. I love movies, like I love just the art form of a movie, which I feel like sounds really pretentious, but I don't know, I just love stories. That's why I love to read, that's why I love to write. And kind of like books, like no matter the genre of a movie, I just really appreciate like a good story. Man, see, they have Titanic on here, and I don't know when you're watching this, but the whole submarine fiasco, it didn't just happen, but I think it happened like a week ago or so, and I mean, that was so crazy. I feel like it's not the right time to watch the Titanic movie. Not sure that's the right vibe. Also, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, I've heard so many good things about, but I don't know how serious that is. Let me know if I should watch that one though. Clueless is always such a good movie, but trying to watch new movies. I really want to like get through a lot of these classics that I just have never seen before. I also really want to watch that movie Midsummer, never got to that one, but again, not the vibe tonight. Logan Lucky, one of my favorite movies of all time, would highly recommend that. Okay, so I'm gonna go with Duplex, which is Ben Stiller and Drew Barrymore, two of my favorite actors of all time. And it's from 2003, which I feel like was just such a good year for movies, so this has to be a good movie.
So you're finally settling down. Saved up a little nest egg and are ready to dive into the real estate market.
Okay, I was about 30 seconds into that movie when it all came back to me, and I actually have seen it before, and it wasn't my favorite, so I definitely am not in the mood to watch it again. And like I said, I'm just trying to watch new movies this summer, but I'm definitely in the mood for something very chill. So I actually came across this Amanda Bynes movie, which I never heard of, called Love Wrecked, and it's from 2006, so it was like the height of her career, and I'm pulling for Amanda. I've always been a huge Amanda Bynes fan. I grew up in that era where she was just the absolute queen of Nickelodeon, and I love like everything she's ever done, so I'm excited to watch this one. It's probably cheesy, it was probably made for TV, but I'm here for it right now.
He's a god.
Shortcut is your favorite villain here at the Salt Village Beach Resort.
Just finished the movie and it was exactly as I expected, you know, the most predictable ending, but it was pretty cute. Like if you like just a cheesy teen kind of movie, if you like Amanda Bynes, if you like those early 2000 movies, I would recommend. I watched it, I think it was technically through Paramount Plus, but we get that through Amazon Prime. There's so many streaming services, I cannot keep everything straight. But it's almost 9 o'clock and I am going to dive into I'm Glad My Mom Died. And there are less than 300 pages, so I might actually be able to get a lot of reading done in the next 2 hours before bed. It's still so bright out, which is nice, but I definitely have a harder time falling asleep at a good hour. Like ideally, I would go to bed at like 10, get up at 6, but it's definitely been much more lately, like go to bed at 11:30, get up at 7. So I am gonna try to get to bed at a good hour and wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. I'm trying to be a lot better about not going on my phone or on media or anything for a couple hours before bed. So it's 9 o'clock now. I'll probably read until about 11 or so. I think this will be a really nice end to the day, even though it'll be depressing, I know. But I'll talk about this soon in a future review, but because I'm just gonna be hanging out reading the rest of the night, I'm just gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. I know it wasn't a super exciting one, except for the whole getting caught in the rain thing. That was unexpected for sure, but I'm excited to film some more vlogs soon. I do have some planned over the next couple of months, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of good reading this summer. But if you like this video, please make sure to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe. It really does help my channel out a lot. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.